What was the point of Attack on Titan? What was accomplished? Here we have a quick analysis post posted by Manatee Shark on Reddit. You guys can check out the actual Reddit post in the description of this video. Since it doesn't actually get the attention it actually deserves, I'll be sharing it with you guys and I want to know your own thoughts based on it. So I'll be reading all of it in this video. It's going to be a very long one, but without further ado, let's just go on and get straight with the video. Ever since we saw the final panels of the finale, a valid question has been asked. What was the point of all of this? What was accomplished? Was this all for nothing? And from this point onwards, all of the interpretation, analysis, opinion is based on Manatee Shark and not mine, so please get that right. So without further ado, let's just go on and read the whole analysis. I'd like to analyze that question and provide my interpretation to some initial thoughts on this subject. This is just my opinion. For every statement below, imagine that I'm always typing in my opinion before it. Also, I'll try to use the word possibly as much as I can, since so much of this is debatable and subjective. Please don't get defensive, my interpretation is different than yours. Everyone just do you. Finally, this analysis really deserves more time and content to be high quality. However, I'm antsy to just get it out now while the topic is hot. So I'm going to pull a yams and rush it without giving it the time that it deserves to be fleshed out. Haha. What was accomplished? This is a rational question to pop into one's mind when you read those final panels and see imagery of destruction in Paradito and a tree that at least provides an opportunity for Titans to return. So what was the point of all this? When trying to answer this question, we first need to define how are we measuring accomplishment or the point, and there are a couple of ways to analyze it. So first one, we have where are the characters or setting in the beginning of the story compared to the end. How much has changed in an overview from chapter 1 to chapter 139. Next one, we also have what happens on the micro level for specific characters. Certain characters will have more character development and arcs compared to the others from their introduction to the end. This is going to be short story. And third one, you have a combination of 1 and 2. What did the main character Yeager leave as a legacy in terms of the setting and for the remaining characters of the world. This is the easiest frame to identify change and accomplishments. Open the book and look at chapter 1 to 15, then look at chapter 139. Attack on Titan setting and character starts in a symbolic birdcage of giant wolves, absolute ignorance to the outside world, corrupt royalty, memory wiping, eating and breeding monsters, giant monster eating those who are there to leave the walls, giant monster with intelligence entering the walls that end up causing 1/3 of the population to die, everyone with a shifting titan has 13 years to live, and Yumi has been enslaved due to her muscle will for 2000 years, and plus more. By 2/3 of the story, a lot had already been accomplished and changing this setting. The population has overthrown this royal power of 100 years that has been wiping their memories and passing on its power for future generations. Paradito can leave the giant walls safely. They could kill every titan and they learned that they are no longer the only survivor of humanity. They learned that the cause of the titans is from other countries and they can identify these other enemies and etc. Look at how much was already accomplished. It's why some people even say, I wish it ended here, to each their own, but there is still a lot more plot to happen and accomplishments. For the last third up to the original chapter 139, the literal bird cage walls have crumbled. Paradise can integrate into the world just like what Levi, Falco, Gabi and Onion Capone did, and Curse of Shifters is ended. 80% people on the planet are dead. It is stated that they will be unable to attack for a long time. Paradise is unified still against a common enemy. Aaron's friends live a long life and have opportunity to have children. Then with the additional pages, we learned that Paradise was possibly safe for 60 to 150 years, going to use 100 average going forward. Then it suffered a bombing. Among these survivors are Bere and his dog Sheep, who get to see the tree of possibly a future founder. Look at the beginning of the story. Look at the end of the story. Look at the contrast. In the beginning, we have a population that is trapped in walls, ignorant to the outside world. By the end, we have generations of individuals that can circle it. Due to word limits, I had to leave out so many plot points in the lives of the character and the scenarios that they have encountered. The characters in this world would not have a stark contrast from the beginning to the story to the end. If all of these points did not occur, you could say it was all to get to this final result. Let's move on. So what happened on the micro level for a specific character? And I can't even begin to analyze a lot of these wonderful characters arcs. There are so many with a wide range of quality, poor to amazing, but each of them were on their own journey, from the least favorite wimpy crying Das, who ended up making his choice to be a Yeagerist, but also take the fan favorite Vloku, going from pissing his pants in fear to fighting to his last breath to let Eren rumble just a couple more steps. Too many to talk about, but similar to the previous section, think about where they began in the story and where they ended. Flock, Zeke, Erwin, Reiner, Gabi, etc. Where it was a happy ending or sad ending, it was important. Their growth mattered for the life as well as the plot around them. Then add up all those characters' life and growth and you'll have a Titan-sized list of characters who all had accomplishments in their life. Big and small, even the small ones matter. So let's move on to the next section, which is what did Eren, Freedom, the Dove, the Tree, Yeager leave a legacy in terms of the setting for the remaining characters of the world. Eren has couple of consistent goals in this story, some introduced at later points. So the first goal is to leave the walls and see outside world. Next, we have annihilate all Titans, not only literally, but the curse, the breeding, the eating, Ymir's enslavement, and everything that comes with it. Next up, we also have to annihilate any outside enemies, give Paradise time to make itself safe from the outside world, and to have his friends live a long life. So by the end of chapter 139, in his point of view, he's accomplished most of those. From his point of view, he did not gamble Paradito. Future. We as readers might view it as a gamble, but not from Eren's point of view. He believed that Armin could unite the survivors of humanity, foreshadowed more than most things by the way, and Eren was right. Based off the panels, we see approximately 100 years of Paradise that appears peaceful. Is 100 years of peace and accomplishment? That's up to you. It is debatable and it's completely subjective. If you do not think it is, that's fine. However, just think about this parallel scenario to help understand how long 100 years is. And I'll be linking down the actual full stuff in the description because I am very lazy to read the whole stuff because I am kinda tired right now. So I'll be linking the whole stuff in the description so you guys can read it yourself. So here is the last word from Manatee Shark, which is I hope this quick analysis helps answer the question about what was the point, what was accomplished. It is a big question and it has a long answer. To best answer it, you have to define the measurement and point of view to even begin to summarize. So much of the world of Attack on Titan changed from the beginning to the end of the story. The characters within this world went under their own accomplishments and growth. Finally, our imperfect whiny, suicidal bastard main character achieved his goal that had 100 plus years of lasting ramification of freedom, security, and death on his loved ones, those that killed and suffered under his action, his country, and that generations that follows. And that's basically it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really want to know what your thoughts based on this one analysis. Please do check out the original post in the description of this video. And yes, I am very tired. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and like, and I see you guys in the next Attack on Titan video. Goodbye.